Cindy Sheehan, your hippy-dippy peacenik, with an important and exciting announcement. But first, this message from me and the Soapbox People's Network. As should be glaringly obvious, the United States of America, as a whole, is lovingly devoted to its wars. In school, we learn the history of this empire from war to shining war, and the history of the USA's expansion is one of genocide and slavery cloaked in a holy manifest from God. To wit, war reenactments are very popular with a certain subset of our culture, a culture that not only worships war, but wants to be part, at least pretend to be part of the glorious wars whose evil karma have combined to get us to this point. War is our religion, and Obama is nothing but the current high priest of this cult. The same people who opposed war during the Bush regime support war during the Obama regime, and those that supported war during the Bush regime think Obama needs to ritually bathe in even more blood. So obviously, again, most people in the United States aren't actually anti-war and are definitely not anti-empire. Even though the recent climate march in NYC was a success, if one counts success not by efficacy but by numbers, we who still remain in the peace movement feel lucky if we can pull in 100 to our demos opposing the bloody hand of empire. To this end, the Soapbox People's Network is sponsoring an anti-war reenactment in Washington, D.C. for March 13th to the 17th next year. And we believe this is the first ever anti-war reenactment in history. The sneaky thing is, though, we will perform exciting reenactments of anti-Vietnam War protests and teach-ins and sit-ins, etc., and we hope we get thousands and everyone dresses up in their best 60s and 70s gear. We will really be demanding an end to war and empire. Bottom line, if you are a supporter of Obama's foreign policy, leaving aside his disastrous domestic issues for a second, you are a supporter of Murder, Inc. and empire. I know most of you don't really support these policies, but for some weird reason think you need to circle the wagons around the first black president trademark, who is just as vigorously an able servant of empire trademark as the 43 white guys before him. Quote, humanitarian intervention trademark, end quote, is not only an oxymoron, but a big propagandistic myth to get you to support murder and mayhem from a D for Democrat. We need the numbers to demonstrate to this war machine that we care more about the people they bomb than the two-party scam they have been running for decades now. We are in the very beginning stages of organizing, but if you would like to help in any way, please email Dee Dee Miller, dd4peace@gmail.com. That's Dee Dee, the number 4, peace@gmail.com. DEDE 4peace@gmail.com. We will need to raise money, have ride sharing, housing, materials, PR, organizers, and don't even come thinking we're going to get permits, because we believe our Bill of Rights is the only permit we need to exercise those rights. So dust off your love beads and polish up your VW van and plan on joining us for all or part of our weekend of love for humanity. Stay tuned for more info. Peace, love, and revolution.
Look over yonder.